A bonus? You expect me to walk into a chemical spill for a few extra credits?
What about you?
Are you kidding? Without a hazmat suit?
Every minute the inclinator is offline, we're all losing money. Think about that.
You weren't on the platform when that stuff spilled. I don't even want to guess what it does to a person long term. I hope Mathers is okay. We need his help to activate the repair bot. If it comes through that cloud, it might kill him. Of course, he just changed the code, and we've got no way to reach him. Seems like the radiation is scrambling communications. If that nanoformer was up, we'd be fine. Someone's got to fix the nanoformer or release that repair bot. If only we could release the repair bot, or get to the controls for the hazard flush system. Too bad no one has the equipment to make it over there.
I'd rather be reviewing the new...
I'm sorry, the inclinator is closed until we get this toxic spill cleaned up.
Don't you have any hazmat workers or bots to take care of it?
One nanoformer bot, but it's been so long since we've had an emergency that it's fallen apart. I can't believe someone tried to slip toxic waste past us.
Can it be fixed?
The only guy with the code for the repair bot's closet is trapped on another platform. We've also got a hazard flush system, and we've got the code for that one, 4781. But the remote access is damaged. I'm trying to get one of these fools to go up to the balcony overlooking the bay to hit the master control, but they're afraid of crossing through the spill.
We're not letting ourselves get threatened into risking our lives. You can't fire us for having some common sense.
I never said I'd fire you. I just said that we're losing money over this, and I may have to let someone go afterwards.
Right.
Anyway, I'm hoping to find someone with more guts than these guys to do some quick contract work for a decent number of credits. If you manage to take care of it, report back to me so I can pay you. Until then, no one's going to be able to get down to Lower Seattle. I can't risk putting the Inclin back online until we're sure the area is decontaminated.
The inclinator's shut down and this area is closed off due to a toxic spill.
I talked to the facility director and got the details on the mess. I want to take a look at the extent of the damage. I might take the cleanup contract.
I don't care if the director hired you. She doesn't have the authority to send anyone into this mess. The WTO is handling the situation now. We've got bots patrolling, which I can't reprogram at this stage. There's no way we can guarantee anyone's safety under these conditions.
So I'm barred from entry?
I won't stop you, but I can't ensure you'll be safe from the toxic materials or the bots. If I was you, I wouldn't come within 50 yards of those bots unless I was armed to the teeth with EMP weapons. I tried to take out a bot with a shotgun one time. Fat chance. Between the radiation and the bots, the risk isn't worth it.
Processing anomaly. Investigating specific threat. Violated this zone's security provisions. You have violated this zone's security provisions. Violated this zone's security provisions. You have violated this zone's security provisions. Violated this zone's security provisions. Target acquired. Analyzing evasive tactic. Target retreating. Target occluded. Analyzing evasive tactic. Alert. Grenade. Target occluded. Alert. Grenade. Analyzing evasive tactic. Target occluded. Analyzing evasive tactic. Target occluded. Alert. Grenade. Alert. Grenade. Analyzing evasive. Intrusion unresolved. Archiving data. Signal disruption. Investigating specific threat. Repairing damage. Process aborted. Investigating sound. Initiating repairs. All repaired functionality restored. Analyzing evasive depth. Stay clear. Eliminated.
Good work. Safe for travel shortly. Now that the area is safe for travel, you may want to report the news to the inclinator director.
Analyzing atmosphere.
It's safe to leave this platform now. The spill's been cleaned up.
Thanks. I'm glad I didn't have to deal with it. I hope the director's paying you a fair wage, but in case she isn't, you might want to check out the repair bot storage closet if you haven't already. The code is 13490. Grab whatever you need. You earned it. Glad someone finally took care of it. I hope this means the director starts taking those cargo checks a bit more seriously.
Greetings. Accidental collision.
Thanks for braving that mess. Thanks for taking the job. I don't know what the director was going to do next. You saved our necks. Now she can't fire us or force us to go in there. Whew, I'm glad I didn't have to take care of it.
I've taken care of the problem. The area is no longer hazardous.
Fantastic. Here's a few credits for your trouble. Thanks again for taking care of that mess.
Guess a little bit of excitement never hurt anyone.
Looks like things are getting back to normal. Glad the director found someone to clean up the spill.
They're gonna shut the inclinator down completely. I've been saying that since it was built.
You said it wasn't gonna work, too. Then you said it was gonna get us jobs. You said everything, 10 times over. You call that predicting the future?
Think like that and they already got you script, man. That's their play. Make out like it was some low-town plot and see how we react.
Doesn't bother me. Only time I went up the inclinator was when I got arrested. Careful walking around here at night. They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. He cleans the bots that clean the floors up there. How would he get to work without the inclinator?
He cleans cleaner bots?
I guess they never invented a bot that cleans other bots.
Well, they will. The whole point of an enclave is to be self-sufficient. Once they're established, they'll crash a helicopter into the inclinator and blame it on a drunk smuggler.
It's not so much the people as the gobs. You know, mutants.
I'm looking for the Order Church.
They've set up in the abandoned Hartford turbine factory. You a seeker? You don't look the type.
No.
She means that the Order doesn't pull down many enclave thieves. Plenty of kooks up there, but they're afraid of the old neighborhoods.
The church won't turn me away, though, will they?
Nah, they don't mind if you hang out in the chapel, as long as you don't fall asleep. Man, did I find that out the hard way.
So where's the factory?
Head south up the hill from the inclinator. The old factory's just southeast across the street.
So you have a theory about the inclinator disaster?
Not a theory. Fact. Fact. Inclinator traffic is half what it was 2 years ago. Fact. People this side of the inclinator can't even get metro passes anymore. It's a complete WTO takeover, just like I predicted 5 years ago.
So it wasn't an accidental spill?
You believe everything you hear at a public terminal? The media is controlled by the WTO. Even the sorry scab standing next to me knows that. Want to make some money? You a gambler?
Depends on the odds in the game.
2 words, gob fights. I'm not kidding. Every night at the Greasel Pit on the other side of the inclinator tunnel. Lived here my whole life. I know this town better than anyone.
No active weapons in the Greasel Pit. First, I gotta transmit the safety lock codes to freeze anything you're carrying. Then I let you in. Otherwise, take a hike.
Go ahead, send the code.
Thanks. There's sensors that will reactivate everything on your way out. You're clear to go in now.
But what about the apartment?
I already picked up my gear.
Your gear? You're leaving? Sid, you made me get this big place. Do you know how high my rent is?
Come on, I'll be back. You know this is home to me, Cindy.
Sandy.
Sandy, right. But a captain's got to sail if he wants to keep his ship.
Yes, I'm upset. Leave me alone. He's always leaving me.
Oh, well, well. An Enclave kid comes down to cruise the slums on Daddy's credit line. First time at sea level?
My parents are dead. They were in Chicago at the time of the attack.
Oh, sorry, mate. Just talking chuff. No offense.
Sure.
Sid Black. Call me Sid. Best jet jockey in the Northern Hemisphere. So, you're on your own? If you need a lift, I'm game. All you gotta do is bail out my jet and give me a little something for my trouble.
Who has your jet?
Sophia Sack, crime boss of the port. Holds court in the Heron's Loft building on the other side of town past the Order Church. Took my jet because she said I came up short on a shipment, but she's a lying thief. Everyone knows Sid's never lost a load.
How much do you charge your passengers?
The going rate. But I'm up to Swanee until I get those mercs away from my jet. Maybe you could arrange an accident, know what I mean? Eliminate Sack and her 2-bit security force. You look like the type. Sorry, old boy. Can't do much till I get my wings back. I can tell when a man's had some combat training. Have to in my business.
Pit's downstairs.
A new face. Interesting. Introduce yourself.
Is this a prank call or something? Funny way to meet people.
I search every place I can. You're very close, but not quite the one I'm looking for.
Close to what?
You look modified.
So?
I need help. I'm a helicopter pilot. They're holding me captive, along with my chopper, at the WTO terminal in Upper Seattle.
I just came from Upper Seattle. How'd you get this call past WTO security?
I've tapped into the terminal's local network. The passcode to the hangar holding my vehicle is 00485. Get me out of here, and I'll fly you anywhere you want, free of charge.
I've risked my neck for less. I'll think about it.
Night. Bet 100 on chicken liver. 5-to-1 odds, baby.
How's it going? What do you want?
More uptown thieves every day.
Responding to the rioting in Trier, WTO Director Chad Dumier made a gesture of reconciliation today. He offered to meet with Order High Priestess Her Holiness for talks designed to ease misunderstanding between the two groups. The WTO is wrongly equated with blind commercialism, says Dumier.
You drink only the finest...
Time again for a talk bullet. In the bullseye today, Lin Mei Chen, High Augur of the Order Church. Miss Chen, do you believe one damn thing you've said since you've become a spokesperson for the church?
Well, of course,
Because I think Her Holiness is a fiction. That's right, a fiction. Why doesn't she show her face when she appears in public?
Well...
Because these are body doubles for a phony messiah. Tell me, who writes the little AI constructs that go into those hologram chapels cropping up everywhere? Don't play dumb with me, Miss Chen.
Mr. Steed, on the contrary.
Go ahead, lie to me. Lie to the public and lie to the poor saps who worship you and Her Holiness. It will just make your day of reckoning that much more devastating. This has been another Talk Bullet.
Most of us don't reside inside the well-guarded walls of an enclave. Most of us would be surprised to see a uniformed officer on our street, outside our business, on our way to the market. Our protection is our own responsibility, and that's why Mako Ballistics offers handheld weapons to suit any household budget or security threat.
Gotta start stacking my chips so I can get my own.
Stop your attacker with a stun prod, an electromagnetic boltcaster, a pistol, dual-action shotgun, or SMG machine gun. Whatever your security concerns, you can make it with Mako.
But I talked to Mr. Paladin, one-on-one. He laid it all out, straight up.
Uh-huh.
The Templars stand for something, you know. It's ancient, it's philosophy, and it scripts the paps off all that Her Holiness love and meditate and mumble to yourself.
These guys are mercenaries. They pitch whatever creed their boss tells them to.
Just haven't ever really studied the Knights Templar. They have the same basic ideas as the Order Church, but they believe it, they fight for it, and they don't rip off a bunch of other religions.
Her Holiness wants to bring everyone together. It's called koinonia, fellowship and communication. Yeah, koinonia. I think it's Greek.
You Seekers are just little parrots. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Repeating a new batch of words every week. There's a new sheriff in town, in case you want to know. My new boss, we call him Mr. Paladin. He made me a knight. That's right. Like Sir Francis Drake, like Sir Francis Bacon, like Sir, I can't remember what the other one was. A lot of people say they're Seekers, but they just go along with the Order Church because it's so in your face all the time.
I am studying Acolyte, the mental factor for inebriation. Seekers can make jokes, can't they? Our faith spread like wildfire just after the collapse. Now everywhere I go, I see skepticism.
Hey, you're in the way.
Leo.
Chicago, you made it out.
What are you doing down here? Signing up with the Order Church like Billy?
Terrorists.
The WTO?
Leeches. They want a monopoly on everything, including security agents.
Then what are you gonna do?
You need work, you go to the pit. This is what I did. I found work. Mercenary, black market. In a few hours, they sent me to Egypt.
I thought you wanted to be a corporate heavy.
I've been thinking about this. I don't want to be a lab monkey or be in anybody's army. I don't want to be a piece of meat they fight over. Corporate heavy, maybe. But right now, I work for myself.
Why Egypt?
I'm working for the Omar, you know, the cyborgs. They're a global operation these days.
What are they paying you?
I'm protection to help them open shop in Scabland, Medina near New Cairo. 2,000 per week mods.
Not bad. What kind of mods?
Anything I want. Anything. The best mods are black market, attack drones, bot domination. This'll add value when I go back to corporate market.
Well, good luck there.
Also, my Omar contact says they have stuff that goes with biomods. Luck will not be a factor for me. Funny way to end up a free agent.
These doctors weren't so damn expensive. Match 7. Gobs are in the chute. Buy-in is the house minimum. Odds are 1 to 1.
You really have cockfights with transgenics down here?
Hey, better watch the feed speak around the pit, or these scabs, not me of course, but these other scabs might take advantage. Know what I'm saying?
Sorry. So how do I know which transgenic to bet on? They all look the same to me.
You work in a lab or something?
Something like that.
Well, we fight gobs down here. Green gobs, brown gobs, baby-stealing, sewer-slinking, good-eating gobs. Follow me? Right now, it's Green Dragon in the North Chute, Shutterbug in the South. Walk around, check the fighters, and let me know where you want to put your money.
Let me think about it.
Make it quick. Gobzilla's on deck.
The bookie's at the south door. That shutterbug under the floor raised her from a little pup. A lot of people look down their noses at homebred gobs, but it's the training that counts, in my opinion.
Looking for a sure thing? She's right under the grate there. Check out the scales on that girl. That's green and a new gob fresh from the sewer. Mean as nails.
She been in many fights?
A greasel don't grow up wild and not get in fights. I said this gob is fresh, understand? Been hunting scab winos for years.
I'll take your word for it.
Hey Jack, listen up. Want to script some real cash? You look like the mercenary type.
Depends on what you mean by script.
Final match is 4-to-1 odds. Buy-in begins right after this, after which the odds stand, even if something happens to one trainer's lineup.
You want to build someone's greasel?
Shh! I'm talking about the champ Gobzilla. Follow me? She's still at Tina's pad in the Heron's Loft building near the Inclinator, apartment 22. I'll give you a bounty if that gob dies. Plus you get to make bank on the 4-to-1 situation. Cool?
I'll think about it.
Now for the big time. Mean sons of bitches, that's for sure. I never bet. I just see him fight.
The scientific name for these mutants is greasel. Training's so important because greasels all come from the same genetic line, made by a company called VersaLife, which I guess must have gone bankrupt after the collapse.
What's it gonna be?
Put me down for Shutterbug.
Shutterbug's a cage-fed house cat, in my opinion. House should be giving her odds, but it's your money.
Here you go. Name's Alex D.
D for Upper Seattle Dandy?
D for don't ask.
Well, better get your buns over to the pit. Your gob's dropping into the fire.
Make your move, Bug. That's it! Nice! Just hang in there, Bug. Just hang in there, Bug. You can tell a chick she listens. Shutterbug heard, she acted, she carried through. Poor girl looks a little shook up.
A man can pick his gobs.
I won. I think you owe me some money.
Save the attitude, D. The pit pays. Here you go. Double your money. House takes 10%.
Thanks.
Come back later tonight. Tina's bringing in the champ, Gobzilla. It's gonna be Gobzilla versus Snake Eyes, 4-to-1 odds. Bet on Snake Eyes, you might just quadruple your money.
Thanks for the tip.
It'll take us a while to get cleaned up for the next match.
Now for the big time.
Want a tip? Bet on Green Dragon.
It's always like this when he goes away.
If you're ready to leave, just head out, and the sensors will automatically reactivate everything.
Greetings.
The trader handles business. I'm here to prevent unfair transactions. Scan complete. Your biomods are quite new, but we offer technology you cannot find in Piezocam's labs. You will be impressed. Speak with the trader.
Shall we conduct business?
What are you selling?
I have a black market biomod canister, which enables non-PSOCAM functionality. I am also selling 3 energy cells for powering your biomodified systems. Or you might want 2 EMP grenades for disrupting electronic devices, such as surveillance equipment. As a preferred customer, you may purchase items at half market price.
I could use a few EMP grenades. Give me those.
Omar, appreciate your business.
You don't look like you're from around here. Not much is open in this neighborhood this late. At this hour, it's either the Greasel Pit Bar or the Order Church, depending on your interest.
WTO Chairman Dumier is irredeemable. He has led too many down the path of greed and disorder.
In time, we will open their eyes.
We are so fortunate that Her Holiness found us before Dumier could invade our spirit with such ruthless and selfish competition.
Each of them knows in his or her heart that something is still missing. True order, and soon they will begin to seek it, and we will be there to help them.
Yes, we will share with them the compassion and peace Her Holiness has shown us.
Welcome to the Order Sanctuary for this city, Alex D. We've been expecting you.
Wasn't exactly easy getting here.
We appreciate your dedication.
I did what I had to.
Please step inside. Join us for meditation. Her Holiness awaits your presence.
This is our haven from the madness and greed the WTO tries to spread.
Welcome, my friend.
You owe this search for true order, not only to yourself, but also to your fellow humans. There is a Fard B Al-Kafaya, or collective duty. You are bound to search and bring the search to others, so that all may reach deeper understandings and peace.
Ah, you seek solace from your everyday troubles.
You must...
I found peace here, among the Order. My wish is that you do as well.
Unlocking your cyber can also help you achieve greater order. As the Muslims before you who revere this attribute, you must be steadfast, and you must beat this academy. You are alive.
You always speak the truth, Your Holiness.
Have faith. The Order Church condemns the illegal biomodification experiments performed on you and the other trainees.
Biomods are part of the training. We knew what they do to our tissues.
Your biomod architecture is no piezochem clone. The trainee's DNA has been completely rewritten. We are certain the one called Leo would have been ineligible for biomodification without extensive gene replacement.
Sounds like typical R&D, an innovation that would expand the biomod market.
The technology's uses exceed what you might expect. It could standardize the human organism, make all ability and talent into software modules, radically disrupt the social order.
You think there's a political agenda behind my biomods?
Yes, we have rescued you so that you can help us identify and defeat your creators. Please listen to my High Augur, Mei Chen. She will contact you at the holocom in the other room. My Seekers, you must believe me, or your spiritual energy. As you purify your spirit in your search for true order, it will ascend from one spiritual center, or chakra, in your bodies to another. As it reaches your higher chakras, you will gain new insights, bringing your lives into pure order.
I'm here. You said you had more to say about the raid on Tarsus. What went wrong?
We're still investigating. I haven't heard from Captain Lamar since he disobeyed my orders.
Why should I join a group which is at war with itself?
Unifying the world's religions is a difficult enterprise. What we must do, and I ask your help in this, is determine what happened to Captain Lamar so that we can assess the operation. Just as you arrived, I got a report that he had abandoned his unit. Incidentally, my agents have been following your activities in Upper Seattle. We will talk about Mako Ballistics when you return.
One of your own captains? AWOL?
He was seen with a gang of local thugs linked to the Knights Templar. He did a little moonlighting after the Tarsus raid by coordinating a prison break.
Busy man.
He's pinned down in the Inclinator right now, negotiating with the authorities for safe passage out of Seattle. I want you to infiltrate the facility and learn what you can about this betrayal. Then perhaps we'll be closer to understanding his actions at Tarsus Academy.
What's the connection to the Knights Templar?
Unclear. One of their commanders was facing trial, and I guess Templar extremism appealed to some of our seekers. The Church seems to be losing ground in disadvantaged neighborhoods, where the poor are quick to join any cause that makes them feel powerful. Unlocking your cyber can also help you achieve greater order. As the Muslims before you who revere this attribute, you must be steadfast and you must be patient. Sometimes the search will be difficult. Obstacles within yourself and people who do not understand may stand in your way. Self-discipline and faith will keep you on the path.
Come back
Repairing wounds. Finished repairing damage. Analyzing the face of tactic. Medical equipment on board. Fragile.
You must strive with your meditations to become a bandita. Our Hindu brothers originated this law, that becoming one who is liberated from self.
I'm a bit hungry.